Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Milan finding their passes.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never...
Lewandowski! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Soboslai. And that was very necessary. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Azar. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Picked out Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rijkaard! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And it's Lewandowski. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Brilliantly cut out. Still goalless. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pedro Neto has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
He's a sharp little ball. Oh, he's been caught. And a chance! Goal! Milan! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cannavaro. Brazil upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to... Oh, what's he giving here? So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Oh, no, he misses from the spot.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Hakimi, he won't be happy with that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Beckham. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Cannavaro goes forward. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Mbappe.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Van Nistelrooy. And he skips past his man. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on to replace him is...
And the action is back on the way.
Diego Forlan.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
And it's Szoboszlai.
Played back in.
Thinks about the shot. That is a brilliant interception.
Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Threads one in. Fired deep towards the back post.
Now it's Haaland.
Azar.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
Beraldo kept his eye on it, and
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Azar. Lewandowski. He came in hard, very hard.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pedro Neto. Forlan. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And this is... Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole... It's Lewandowski! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
And he's there to belt it away.
It's run loose here.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be one
Not too much to add on here, just a minute.
Rijkaard. And the referee brings it to a close.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Looking for options for movement.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way and reclaimed it in a trice.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Just eases him off the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Son Heung-min. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
And he's managed to get free.
Rijkaard.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Forlan gets through on his own.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
Scholes. Conte.
Conte! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Beraldo.
Messi.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
And here's Son Heung-min.
Van Dijk. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played into space out wide.
Ah, he's had it taken off him. Milan with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that's well seen too. Good ball, good take. And he's quick to get it clear again. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Number 21, Alexander-Arnold.
And the action is back underway.
Son Heung-min.
Milan really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Grimaldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now this could be... It's Forlan! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Forlan goes short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Not the most accurate pass. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Chouameni makes the interception. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, super find. Forlan! And it's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Milan have penetrated for... And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Beraldo cuts out the pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
In towards the back stick. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Milan finding their passes. And here's Bellingham.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Forlan.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Mbappe. Back into the middle. And he was alert to it. And we're done. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Forlan taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, we're on the way.
Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
Costa Curta gets good distance on it. Pedro Neto. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. But he's well positioned here.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Can he finish? Well, that pass isn't the best. Nuno Mendes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Big chance! Goal! Milan! And just like that, he hits 50. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution for Inter, number 8, David Alaba.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
6,
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Brilliantly cut out. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Tries a shot! There's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
Haaland! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! They've won a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he can clear it away. Takes the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And they've got rid. Milan are looking to go forward now. And Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's in a great position here. And it's Hakimi. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Rijkaard! In he goes again! He's delivered all right! David Villa at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter, just in...
And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
And the game has already resumed here.
Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Haaland. He is through, and the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nicely weighted ball.
De Bruyne.
Beckham. Well, that has not gone well.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Haaland gets into a good position. It's run loose here. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Costa Curta cuts it out.
De Bruyne.
He can run onto that. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, important interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Milan have reclaimed it.
And it's Rijkaard.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Eto'o.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contest.
Eto'o! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Araujo is there, and the volley. Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Eto'o.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, that has changed.
Haaland!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and...
Ah, he's given it away. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
he made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. It's a pretty loose pass. Goes for the shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the top.
Oh, what's he done?
Added minutes has been indicated.
He has found the way through. An uncompromising challenge. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Milan have their third corner.
They've played it short.
Eto'o deals with that comfortably.
And that's it.
Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, we're on the way.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, David Villa! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess.
It's Sneijder! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe!
Shot, surely! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Roberto Carlos. Milan looking to pass their way through.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? That's very neat.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Milan have their second corner now. He's got tall.
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
De Bruyne.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri. 15 minutes till half-time. He shifted it to the flank. Well read, nice interception. Oblak with the clearance. And it's De Bruyne. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Nice sequence of passes this. David Villa! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make...
There's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Added time.
Over to the left, back into the middle, and it's made its way to him. Real chance! Tchouaméni gets it away. And we hit half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's nice and simple for the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Thinks about the shot.
Forlan! He can get that clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Milan have reclaimed it. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Played into the box. And he's there to make the challenge. Played out wide. De Bruyne looking for options for movement. And he's there to belt it away.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Forlan. And it's been played through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just 5 minutes left. Son Heung-min.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through.
Schneider.
Crosses it in.
Punched away. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy. And that will be it. While that was a frustrating game, they were at times cohesive, very capable. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. And he was quick to react. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And the pass is intercepted. Doué. Now it's Barcola. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. And here's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Referee's given a throw. France still without a single shot on target. Camavinga looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Vieira. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he cuts out the supply. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Danger averted for now. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's intervened well there. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. That is good strength. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He shifted it to the flank. Now that's well seen too. They've won a corner. France with the corner, they're first. Saliba tries to clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution.
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign.
He's had a shot! He's scored! The breakthrough arrives at last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Doué attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. Dembele. And he's cut it out. Conte. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Dembele. Mbappe! No way through there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well, there's the clearance.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's on his way! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. No, he's just misjudged that one. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And it's Rabiot.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Doué is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking for a runner. 5 minutes left on the clock. Pavard promptly onto that, and that is that.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
1 minute added time.
And no, that was never going to make it. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful...